Moment. All right, you're live. Oh. Okay, you're live. You're live, Keisha.
Welcome to Leverage and Lose, and thank you for joining us today. We are in a space. Unfortunately, I am also traveling. So my name is Keisha. I'm here to help you to navigate your space today. This is a basic support to get leads, which are collaborators, clients, and even friends. We are here to take action and get started and get moving. So what we will do in this space, it is a 30-minute space that we will talk about your I am statement, and we will talk about a leverage and lead lesson. And if you're in the audience, we will bring you up and let you do your powerful introduction. So the way the agenda goes is we start every day with gratitude, and then we go into ingredients of a leverage of a powerful introduction. Then we do powerful introductions, and then we go into our leveraging leads lesson. So with that, we're gonna start it off. My name is Keisha, and I am super grateful for safe travels. I have been moving since for 2 weeks now, and this is my second full week. I left 2 weeks ago, and I'm finally returned. So God has graced me to visit 3 states and have super duper fun. But most of all, He allowed me to drive home safely. So I'm super grateful for that. And I know you may see Erica on stage. She is not in attendance with us today. She is basically holding space so I don't look like I'm in here by myself. No. Powerful ingredient, power introductions of a powerful ingredient. They go a little something like this: who you are, your I am statement. When you look in the picture and you see that very innocent person, it's like, who are you? And then it is what you do. That is all of the titles that we hold, all the hats that we wear. And it's why do you do? Who do you serve? Why do you serve them? And how do you serve them? And then you give them the what makes you uniquely purposed to serve them, and then you give them the address of how they find you. So that's how that goes, and it goes a little something like this. Hello, my name is Keisha Johnson. I am a grateful, loving, motivated, kind-hearted friend. Hi, I'm Freddie. I am a connoisseur of life, love, and laughter. Explore all the I love making people's childhood dreams come true. I did not travel a lot as a kid, only to see family. And so now I travel because I love to see the world and I love to taste around the world. And I would love to do that for you. So if you're someone who loves to travel but do not like making plans, I am your concierge. I am the one that will plan your whole entire trip out for you and allow you to go where you would love to go and enjoy what you like to do, especially if you're a foodie and a connoisseur of some good food. So please reach out to me at www.masterpiecestaycation.com and I will send you on your very curated vacation. So that is who I am, and that is what we do. So if you're on StreamYard, you can make sure you fill out the chicken there, and then also the pin link here. If you are on this platform, we would love to give you out the leverage and lead to get you visible. Find the people that you are looking for. Find your right fit. If you are a singlepreneur and do not know who you need to work with on Mondays. We have Tara here, and it is super amazing because they give you some amazing people to work with you and for you. That is those things. So our leveraging leads lesson, what did I learn this weekend? Is that you should talk to everybody. When you have a product or you have something that is available and you don't really need to be in a location, and you can be basically a digital nomad, you should tell people about it, because you never know who wants that type of work, who wants remote work, who would want to do what you're doing, or who needs your services. So you have to talk to everyone. The one thing that I did not do, and I failed miserably on this trip, the second half of the trip, was making connection. Hey, Miss Brenda, good morning. Is making the connections that I needed to make in Florida. Florida is a hot spot for people that like to work or that have retired and they need another source of income. And I provide that for them. And I failed to do that. I mean, there were so many Uber drivers that were older. We're knowing that the financial wealth gap is a big issue. Was a big issue. And the baby boomers are actually not truly prepared for retirement because of how their structure was set up. We're losing pensions and different things like that. So the business that I have that you can go into actually allows you to be able to work and have your own business. Ms. Brenda, could you please put into the chat what you're grateful for? And then we will talk about your file for introduction. So the baby boomers are actually going back to work. So they're the higher retired classification because of the way that we're losing pension plans, we're losing 401k is not going to be enough. You're going to need millennials is going to need like $3 million to retire. And that's a crazy astronomical number. And then if you're a woman, you're going to need more than that because of the pay gap. So remembering what you do, someone else may be interested in that. So making sure that you're telling people what it is that you do is vital to your business growing. It is vital to all the things that make you visible. It makes you like, we were talking the other day and I made a statement. I said, she gonna make me a shirt. And I was like, yes, I love it. And these are some of the things that I also talk about on Tuesdays. Is how to make more money, how to become financially independent. Also, where you should travel and good food. Oh my goodness, I think I probably put on the 20 pounds that I lost, y'all. Florida treated us so well. And so, yeah. So I would venture to say that letting people know what you do, especially if you can do what you do virtually, is important for you to do to make sure that business your business grows. And it doesn't have to grow in the city that you're in, the state you're in. If you're like Erica, she does the relocation, and she has a business that allows her to be able to live this nomad life if she chooses to. Homeschools her daughter, and it's a great model. It's actually what I'm looking to do personally with my granddaughter, because she's going to be taking over my business one day. She's got to see what it's like to be a businesswoman and moving around and all the parts that come with that, because there are a lot of moving parts, especially when you have obligations and you got to get things done. You don't always get that great little quiet office, right? My office is the airport. My office is like all the places. So this is an amazing thing to be able to do. And so Ms. Brenda did not put in the chat. But don't forget, you can also listen to us on the replay. You're hearing a lot of noise. And I do apologize for that. But this is also the great thing about working from anywhere. Sometimes you don't get that nice little quiet spot, and you got to make things happen. And I love it. I love being able to travel. I love being able to help people become financially free. I love talking about food and libation. But the biggest thing is that one dream can always funnel and treat the other dream. And that's the one good thing about what we do, is that we don't have to necessarily just have one business. We are multifaceted. We can handle multi-hat. We can do all the things that is very, very important in our lives, to make our lives full and fulfilling. So another thing that I think is also important when we're doing that is because if you travel for a living or you can travel for your business, you have to take time and make some time for yourself, and take some time and sit with yourself, so you can do the Thrive plan and then do a Thrive Oasis anywhere, like anywhere. You don't have to do it in a specific location. You don't have to be at home. You can just be wherever. So I did my Thrive Oasis. I did it in Florida. I took a day, and we took 2 days to the park, and then we took one day to self, and then one day to dedicate to business and how business is growing. So this is important feature, especially if you are a digital person, meaning you do not have a physical brick and mortar location. You are kind of just work from anywhere and literally work from anywhere. When your work is everywhere, it makes it really, really important that you talk to people, because you don't know who needed. Like I knew I was on a retreat, so I didn't do it. But I don't know how many of those people that were walking around Disney World that could have used an extra $500 to $1,000 a month because of the fact they were walking around Disney World and they were buying things, and everybody had on ears and everybody was dressed up like princesses. Like, there was a lot of families that I could have helped that probably took a year, 2 years to plan that vacation financially. Oh my gosh, y'all. The amount of people that was there. And I went live. I went live on 2 separate occasions. I actually went live on my Facebook page showing you the parade. And then I went live on TikTok showing you the fireworks. So it has been a very amazing journey. And I'm super excited to be back home, to be here with you guys on this Friday. Uh, and we're going, you know, I don't live for Friday. So those that still have that deal with the cash flow quadrant and is employee or self-employed, and Friday is the day that you like, oh my gosh, I get to unwind and relax. Friday is when I amp up. Friday is when I do all the other businesses that I need to do, which is ironic. Most people wait till Friday. And I'm like, okay, Friday is just the beginning for me. If it ain't on my calendar, I usually probably will forget it because I don't really know days of the week. I know if I'm flying out or if I'm driving or all those things. So it is an amazing experience. So I would like to. We asked this question on Wednesdays during our women's talk. So, how do you define wealth? Um, and one of the things that we get a lot is financial freedom, debt freedom, um, vacationing, maybe those type of amenities. So, I would love to know how you define it, and if there are some other ways that you define wealth, please let me know. But one of the biggest things about wealth is a mindset. If you live in if you're around, it's an analogy we use. If you're around um, for people that speak Spanish, you're going to learn how to speak Spanish. You're going to be the fifth person that learns how to speak Spanish. If you're around for people that only talk about paying bills and living from paycheck to paycheck, guess what? You're going to always live paycheck to paycheck. And Erica always talks about how your thrive flows through you. So money flows through you. But if you're around people that only talk wealth and mindset changes and how to become wealthy, you will be a person that will become wealthy. So it's amazing that the people you hang around, you are a sum of the people that you hang around. So I was in, and I'm gonna go back to Disney World. So I was in a park, and there were families of 5, 8. There are family reunions going on. That if one person in that family could have taken a business the business process that I have, they could have possibly brought additional people that couldn't make it on that trip. Be it as because, hey Rose, how are you? If you would like to put in the chat, okay. And so they could have taken extra people because there was probably some family members that couldn't go, that couldn't take the time off, that couldn't pay for the trip because those tickets up on arrival was almost $300. So like 250, and that ain't including the express pass. That was like 100 and something odd dollars. That's crazy. But could you imagine walking through Disney, riding every ride, eating whatever you wanted to eat, and money was not an object? That's a different experience. Now, I had a chance to actually win a trip like that, and I did not meet the qualifications um, with my host company to do so. But, however, I can now imagine why people say, you told me that I've done Disney about 8 years ago, and I thought, oh, I cannot wait to take my granddaughters and let them experience some, Mickey Mouse. Everybody loves Mickey, right? But it's not the same. The rides aren't the same and everything else. So I would love to know in the feedback. I think you can take the poll even on the replay. If you can, let me know how you define wealth. If you're looking to become wealthy, a couple of books that you should put into your repertoire. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The Wealth Choice. Um, is a great book. It lets you know, oh, thou shalt prosper by Rabbi Lapin, and also Rich Dad Poor Dad. So when we're talking about our businesses and we want them to flow and be operational, those are a couple of the books I would tell you to read as an entrepreneur, or even as a person that wants to change how how the next generation lives in their life, in their family. So for me, I don't want anyone to have their thumb on my children because they have to work Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturdays. They're not able to spend the holidays together. And there are some jobs and some passions that are going to require that. When I was a paramedic, I missed a lot of holidays. We did not have traditional holidays because of that. Now I don't have to miss a holiday. Matter of fact, we ain't got to be here for the holiday. I told my family, don't worry about it. Next year, we're going to be on a cruise for Christmas. And we started looking at prices, and my office manager, she was like, oh my goodness, Keisha, the family is not going to be able to go. These are so expensive. And that's the thing. We should not have to think like that. Now, if you're retired and you're on a budget, absolutely. If you have limited income, but what if you had uncapped limited income and you can help people along the way and you can take amazing vacation? Wouldn't that be awesome? I would love to talk to you about these opportunities. Hey, Neek, how are you? Let me see. I'm gonna bring you up on the stage, and how are you, love? So, are you ready to give us your powerful introduction? I see you coming off of mute. All right. So, Niece did she did the defining wealth as note that income overflow. I love it. And her powerful introduction actually makes me believe that that is what she is, because she is amazing. She's been in our room for a couple of times, and we've been working on her I am statement, and she came in on fire. Like, oh my gosh, it was truly amazing. So I don't know if she can come off a mute or not, but we would love to hear what you're grateful for, to hear your powerful introduction. It sounds like we're having some technical difficulties. I hope it's not on my end. That means this whole 30 minutes was bad, outside of the buses and all the other stuff. But Miss Neek here is love, nurture. What do we call them? Love, nurture, powerful life force. And she has a huge family that have a company, they're called Small Moves, I believe. And her and her husband run this company, and she homeschools her children. And she usually comes in and tells us that she's very grateful for her life. I don't know if anything is different today, but I love the consistency that she appreciates life every day that she gets up. And that's what we have to do, y'all. We have to be grateful. We have to be able to look at the little things that we have and appreciate them to the fullest, because the word tells us that we have not because we ask not. And the other thing is that it is definitely amazing to give God his praises, or whoever you believe in. Gratitude is how you call forth your desire. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she said she has some that sounds amazing that she's in the woods. She is so nurturing. Like, you have to look at her picture. It's amazing. So yes. And so that's a portion of her powerful introduction. We've been working on it for a couple of days, so making sure that we get it perfected. When you've been around someone long enough, you can almost do their powerful introduction for them, because you have grown to love, like, and know them, and actually want to do business with them, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to get those powerful needs. I need it. So she's a perfectionist, y'all. And we'll get there. It's the daily reiteration of who we are. It's how we call forth our desires, but it's also how we remember our elevator pitch. 30 seconds in and out. Hey, my name is da 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 da, and I would love to work with da 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 da, and this is why. And here's how you can get to me. Now, the biggest thing also is that people don't take business cards no more. So you need a digital app of some sort to give out your information. If you're sending them to your social medias, make sure that you have an opportunity that they can get to you, because there may be multiple people with your name. That's why I am the Keisha Johnson. So when you're looking for me, it's stuff at KJ on my social media handle. But I appreciate you for being here and taking part of the poll meet. I sure appreciate you. And I'm hoping that you're enjoying the experience you have in the woods. It is 8 o'clock. Y'all, that's my time. We here for a short time. And we just gonna get today started. So don't forget to create a thriving rest of your day. Until tomorrow. Bye.
That you are like wanting to be with somebody. It could just be that you are just wanting to engage with them. Now it's 9 o'clock. Time for therapy.
Let's see what's been going on.